Let's talk about work. Let's talk about the stuff that most people go through. A lot of times people don't understand that people of color go through a lot of stuff at work, especially if you are a college student. Now, we all know that a lot of kids in the past have not been able to graduate school because of the fact that their hair did not match or make them look better or whatever the case may be. I'm here to tell you that nobody has a right to tell you what you can and cannot put in your hair. Listen, for someone who's Jamaican, it's very disrespectful for a person in a school district to tell you what's not acceptable with your hair. Not everybody's gonna have straight hair, okay? You see mine, and it's my hair. So you're gonna discriminate against somebody for that? I pulled it back in a bun because, for one, it's not really the way it used to be. My hair used to be down to my waist and longer. When I was a baby, it was probably even longer than that. But the point of the matter is, for people to be coming out here being disrespectful to people because they don't like the fact that they wear something is totally disrespectful and totally out of the way. What do you need to do that stuff for? Are you justifying the fact that you don't like people of color? I'd rather you just tell me that than sitting here thinking that that stuff is okay. It's not okay to make these kids feel like they're nothing just because they're not white. They're not supposed to be white. Otherwise, God would have blessed them to be white. Okay? So for the people that just always got something to say, talking about, well, they should have did their hair appropriately. What's appropriately? Because if I really want to talk about it, if two black people make a black kid, what do you think is going to be out of their hair? Curly hair. Period. Like, we act like this stuff is just okay to keep disrespecting a person just because you feel like disrespecting somebody. No, it is not okay. And then at the workplace, I mean, I was talking to one manager. I was telling him, he said I had 13 points. Well, let me explain why I had 13 points. I had 13 points mainly because of the fact that you guys failed to understand I had car problems. My car that I was borrowing at the time, somebody took the brake shoes off of it. Not only the brake shoes, the heat shield that covers up the muffler. And this all happens, yes, at Ashton Brook Apartments. Okay, so that's the truth. You know, not to be disrespectful to the thing, and I'm not trying to be rude, but when you live at these kind of places that are owned by the kids of the facility, they feel like they have the right to do whatever they want to do, and it wasn't appropriate. And so I'm supposed to be just sitting here getting upset because of the fact that you don't know what you're doing? Is that what we're gonna do? Because if that's what we're going to do, let me know what we're supposed to do, because what I'm not going to do is constantly keep thinking that I have safety and I have love and respect and people are going to love and respect me and turn around. Y'all didn't like me from the jump. Then just don't like me then. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, you're wasting my time. Seriously. Even at work, let's talk about it. Like, literally, just say that you don't. That happens because whenever, the window and it blows. So what I have to do, take my handy dandy backpack and because it's the only way that's gonna stop. Because look, ain't it a beautiful day in the community? Beautiful day in the community. Beautiful day in the community. Yeah. If you want to know what that was, those were basically scent beads because I forgot that I placed them over there. I don't know why I placed them over there, to be real. But, yeah, when you're at work, being a certain type of person, you have to be able to be quiet sometimes. Sometimes you're not able to say whatever you want to say. Sometimes you're in a situation where, people feel like they have a right to their feelings and stuff, and they really don't have a right to sit there and disrespect you. If they're not going to be respectful, that's kind of what's going to happen. People just say whatever they want to say and feel like, hold on, I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? People are going to be disrespectful to you. It's nothing that you can do about it, right? So you do what you can. But when you're a woman of color, people don't really talk about it. Yes, I don't have, if you really want to know. So for the people who always talking about why she always look like she's flat chested, well, you have big boobs, and then come and talk to me about it. Because I really don't feel like listening to it. Some days you just don't want to hang, okay? Just like you wouldn't want your dingling to stick to the side of your skin if it's hot outside. Exactly. So don't make me feel bad because I'm not wearing something. It's just because I choose to be comfortable. Mind your business. Anyway, I just really just think that some people just want to be rude and disrespectful. That's just what we go through as women. It's bad enough that we have to deal with the glass ceiling. People just always trying to make it seem like women shouldn't be paid more because they're a woman, but you think it's okay to still keep having a job, and you're allegedly getting in trouble for sexual assault. Like, I don't know how many people in this country has been getting in trouble and now have lawsuits for sexual assault. Like, from Weinstein all the way to that Mark guy that used to be on Good Morning America. I mean, it's like y'all just have a sexual demon. Just get married. Most people wouldn't have most people that are married are fine. They don't have that problem because they decided not to burn. But it's like y'all don't know what the heck y'all want to do. Y'all don't know if y'all want to be with somebody or be with a man or a woman. And some of y'all confused, and I'm not going to judge y'all. But at the same time, don't sit there and expect me to be okay with that, because it's not okay to sit there and touch on a woman, or it's not okay to force your gayness on somebody else if that person that you like is actually straight. Let's talk about those things. Let's also talk about the fact that on the workplace, men get very inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? I've had people do all types of stuff, and they just feel like because you're cute, because you look a certain way, they can just do whatever they want with you. And, whether it be car dealerships or any dealership. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget the time this guy, he knew he was married, but he kept trying to talk to me. And I'm looking like, don't you have a wife? You have a wife, right? You have a wife, right? Like, that's the first thing I kept saying to myself, like, you have a wife, right? I didn't know if he did at first, but after seeing that ring, I said, you have a wife, right? And he didn't care, like, when I was at work. And he was just like, yeah. And so when I confronted him and told him about it, then it was a situation. I said, I'm not going to sit there and be a part of being in a relationship with somebody who actively knows they're married. I don't want to do that, because that's what my mother had to go through. So he got mad because I didn't want to continue whatever we were continuing. So here's the thing. No, I do not condone everything I did. I've done a lot of stuff. I've had people offer me stuff. I've had people offer me positions to do adult videos, but why would I do that and then my name is tarnished? You know what I'm saying? I've had people just do me in. I've had people post my pictures that were mine, that I had on my phone, because they just wanted to be funny and put it on Instagram and stuff like that, and I had to block some people. So it's like, when you're dealing with folk who just want to be disrespectful, just let them be disrespectful. But at the same time, if it's about your credibility, it's about your credibility. I'm not going to get on my channel and not tell the truth about the stuff that I've done. I'm saying this stuff for kids to understand that it's not okay if a boy thinks that the only way he's going to like you is if you show pictures of yourself. Been there, done that. It doesn't work. Because if you do stuff like that, they're still going to label you as a prostitute, a whore, whatever. Let them do it. They're still a man, and that's the problem. You go to work, they can mess over you. They can do inappropriate things to you. They can low-key almost, argue. They can almost low-key have an affair, and they get away with it. Let a woman have an affair. She's a prostitute, a whoremonger. Everybody's going to the book of Hosea, all this other stuff. But nobody wants to be honest about what men do. That's the world we live in. When you deal with people that just never going to be honest about stuff, that's what it is. Can't sugarcoat it, can't say nothing to nobody. But what I refuse to do is sit here and act like it's all my fault all the time. There have been instances where I have not been faithful even to a boyfriend I was with. Yeah, I was in a relationship with a guy, and I cheated. Because I was 19, young, trying to act like I could have this person, have that person, try to talk to this person, try to talk to that person. Sometimes I still do it, but after a while, it's like when you get older, you kind of get tired of it. So I thought to myself, I'm like, I'm 25 almost, and I need to really change my life. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought, I need to get back into church. I need to stop hanging around people that are always drinking and smoking. You know, it is what it is. I just felt like I needed to do more things than just be caught up with the know-how. But when you're young, but see, that's the thing that nobody wants to talk about. Everybody wants to talk about, well, you'll lose a job and you'll do this and you'll do that if you have nude pictures and all this other stuff. Listen, what people do in their private life as an adult, as a teenager, whatever the circumstances was, that was their privacy. For you to sit there and take it from somebody and post it because you want to sit there and embarrass somebody, you can't just let somebody have a moment. You can't just let somebody be happy that they made it out of the hood. No, you got to embarrass somebody. You got to sit there and even in Hollywood, sit there and blast their information. Didn't nobody need to know Pence used to like men? If he did, he did. That's his business. Didn't nobody need to know that Melania used to sleep with women and she was 20. So what do you expect 20-year-olds to do? That's what you do when you're in college. You experiment, you do stuff. And then when they become somebody, then y'all going to tear them down. Don't act like you don't do the same thing. You might not spread pictures. You might not show, ooh, I'm topless. Ooh, I'm this. Ooh, I'm that. Ooh, I'm this. You might not do that. You might not do it. You might not do anything. You might not. But stop making other people feel bad just because they do it. If that's what they do, that's their business. That should not determine if they get a job or not. But that's what we live in America. But hey, that's just my opinion. Because my thing is, if you're going to go to Europe and be on the nudist beaches and stuff like that, then don't come at me because I'm at a frat party and I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Exactly. So do what you do. Am I just supposed to be like, oh, okay, 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 okay? No, I'm not. I don't care. When I say I don't care, I don't care. I care about the fact that, like, I remember my parent was like, oh, when you get older and you have kids, do you want your kids to end up seeing that? Listen, they're going to end up learning something eventually because I'm going to end up telling them, hey, realize when you try to like somebody, you don't show pictures of yourself just so they can like you, because that was kind of the thing when you're 18, 17, you know what I'm saying? You don't do stuff like that. But guess what? That's the age that we live in. So to sit here and try to say, oh, we don't do this and oh, we don't do that, we might not, but you're not everybody. You know what I mean? I'm not condoning nudity, but I'm just saying that when some people do stuff like that, people don't understand that this is what you open the windows for. People don't understand this is what open the windows for when it comes down to stuff like that. If I can't be honest with the situation that's going on in my life, then maybe I should just not do it. Then maybe I'm just not good enough for my life then. And I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why even at work you can't just be yourself. Like, why do you have to go through all these other changes and stuff like that? But that's what some people go through. That's what they choose to do. I just want to address that situation that was going on even with Tawanda. I just felt like it was not warranted. It wasn't. It just. What was okay about that? You felt like you had some type of authority to sit there and disrespect somebody that's actually probably been through some stuff. You felt like that was appropriate to not only tell her business, talk about how she was fraud. Listen, I get it. A lot of people don't like Tawanda Braxton, but that's not our business. She's still gonna make money. Tony gonna make money. Tracy gonna make money. Trina, Michael Jr., Tamar, Tony. they're all going to make money regardless whether we like them or not. So I think it's stupid for people to keep saying stuff just because you're jealous of the fact that they're on a level that we can never go. Just because they have money problems don't mean they can't sacrifice you. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand that people can still sacrifice you. Like if we just can we just be honest? Can we be honest? Be honest. I'm just saying, be honest with yourself. Be honest. Be ever so honest. There's no reason why people should feel less than just because of the color of their skin, just because they can't do what they want to do. Nobody should feel like they're nobody just because you don't like them. If you don't like them, I didn't know you were God. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, even look at this. It's a beautiful day. Look at this. All these things is God creates. You know what I'm saying? All of these things. All of them. All of these things. All of these things God creates. God creates. God creates. And instead of us being grateful for certain things, we sit here and yell about God knows what. All of these things God created. You see what I mean? All of these things. All of these things. All of these beautiful, beautiful things. All of these beautiful, beautiful trees, the air, the sun. You know what I mean? Beautiful things. Beautiful. And yet we sit here and complain about what we don't have if we don't have the first Gucci and Versace. And it's like, does that really matter? What we don't have? When God gives us breath every single day, does that really matter? Not really. Some people don't even have a mattress or a job to go to. And we complain about stupid stuff every single day. I can't get mad if you want to, disrespect me and then post all my messages and all the other stuff that's inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing about that. I can't do anything if you decide to embarrass me because you hate the fact that I'm not, doing stuff with you or sleeping with you or anything if I choose to wait for marriage now. You know what I mean? I can't do any of that. But don't sit there and get mad at me because I decide to do things differently. And that's what I had to tell a friend of mine. I said, the fact that you feel like you have the right to put me down shows how immature you are as an individual, as a woman. And you ain't no adult because adults don't have time to do that stuff. They're too busy trying to take care of their things. That's the reason why the majority of my friends are older than me. Because of the fact that whenever I try to be friends with somebody that's a year younger than me, they think they know everything. And it's like, you're just beginning life like I began life, so you know everything? You're beginning life like I'm beginning life, so you know everything? That's interesting. So you know everything. It is what it is. That's my puppy. That's Ladybug. Ladybug! She hates when I do this, but this is what I do when I get bored. When I get bored. When I get bored. Ooh, I gotta water these plants. But that's everyday life. Woo! Shit. Hate bees. Come here. I hate bees. I'm sorry. I can't do bees. I didn't mean to cuss, but I can't do bees. Whenever I see bees, I get nervous. I swear on everything I love, I get nervous when I see them bees. I hate yellow jackets too, because their sting is, oh my God, their sting is ridiculous. So, yeah. Almost got stung by a yellow jacket. Woo! So, cool. Anyway, so I caught myself trying to make orange juice to change the subject. I don't know why it looks like apple juice or something else, but I ain't gonna tell you what I thought it was looking like when I first saw it this morning. I forgot I made it too. It's 1 o'clock, and I gotta do my homework. Never mind. That needs herbal tea to go with that because that tastes horrible. I thought that was gonna be good, but no, it's not. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so like I said about Tawanda, like I don't understand why people felt like it was appropriate to drag her. Like, what is your intent on dragging somebody you don't even know? You don't even know how she makes a living. You don't even know her like that, and people got all these things to say about her. And I'm trying to figure out. I didn't know you knew her personally. I didn't even know she was a part of your ministries. You know, the I ain't got no money broke down ministries. I didn't know she was a part of that ministry. I didn't know y'all was a part of her ministry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she broke, but I'm just saying some of y'all to be commenting on her being broker than she probably will be. And sometimes if she's broke, it's probably because she got kids. Name one person that a celebrity that's got kids that's not broke some of the time. Exactly. If they broke 95% of the time, it's because they got kids. You know? It's because they got kids. They got kids. Yeah. Yeah. But it is what it is. Get mad if you want to. Act stupid if you want to. Life is too short. I mean, I'm only here. I don't call it positive vibes. I'm not a priestess. I call it good spirits. I'm only here to be around people that has a good spirit, that knows how to be honest about stuff, is not so immature that they can't get over stuff. You know what I'm saying? Life is just too small to be, and our life is not promised. That's another thing. Like, people don't understand like how good God is. Just don't get it. I guess he's got to keep explaining how good he is just for people to praise him or something. Something, I don't know. But like I said, you never know what you have until it's gone. On another episode of SMS News Channel, and I'll be back with you.